Hello all my kings and queens, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing the review of the Mermaid palette by Tarte. I know it's been about a month and a half since I've last vlogged or did anything on YouTube and anything like that, so I'm very sorry at that. I miss you guys all so much. We are in a new background, everything like that. I did move, so everything with that is going to be changed and everything. We got new lighting and everything like that, so I hope you guys really do enjoy that. Go ahead and let me know down below if you guys do enjoy the new lighting. This is the new Mermaid palette by Tarte. It's a little older, it's not like brand new and everything like that, but I just thought I would do a review. I know a lot of people wanted me to do a review on it once I posted it on Snapchat, Instagram, or anything like that. I did everything. And then also in the background, just want to let you know, this is my best friend back here, if you can see it. She is the reason why I do everything with makeup and the reason why I got into it and why I do YouTube and everything like that. So she is the reason that got me into doing anything of this. So thank her especially. She is my #1 fan, my best friend, everything that I do, reasons for this. So let's go ahead and start and jump into this video and let's get started with everything with this makeup look. Okay, so today we're going to go ahead and start with the eyelid primer. This is the newest one by Morphe. I've used it for a few times every so often for makeup looks and stuff like that. I haven't done it on YouTube yet, but if you do want to see an individual review on that, you can go ahead and keep on watching, go ahead and watch this too as well. Or I can do exactly one of this exact review of this product. It is actually really good, and it's only retailed about $10. So it is really nice with everything like that. For $10, you can't beat it. Better than the Urban Decay one that's about $20, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but so I believe that that is a lot better for a price and everything like that. So Morphe stepping it up, you know, they're coming for everyone. So let's go ahead and start it. I'm going to go ahead and start putting this on my eyelids. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and take the Morphe 35O. This is the old version if you don't know already. Just by the packaging, they've upgraded so much and they've looked so much better now. I'm going to go ahead and take the lightest one, which you can tell that I've hit pan on that plenty of times over the years I've used it. This is just going to be our base for our eyeshadow look today. And you want to just go ahead and dab this in and get it really good in there. Okay, so once we officially got our first base and everything like that on, I'm going to go ahead and grab the new Tarte palette. I'm going to go ahead and take this shade first. And this is just going to go in the middle of the crease. So just going to go in your crease. I like to do circle motions out here, then kind of do like a half moon in the inner part. And then you're also going to kind of bring it out. And I'm going to kind of make it into that, kind of up towards your brow a little bit to give it that shape. Alright, you're going to try to pack it really good now in here, kind of, just to give that sharp line. And then buff it out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a fluffier brush. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and grab this shade right here. This one is called Sandbar, and the one before we used was Sure Thing. And this one, I'm just going to buff out all the edges. So it has a little bit of a softer edge, so it's not all super harsh. You want to blend all your edges out. Okay, I'm going to go back into Sure Thing and go ahead and build that up again. I'm going to blend it out again with Sandbar. Alright. Next we're going to take Shipwreck, which is that one right there. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and take a different type of brush, just because I want to build it up really good. Take more of a flat, squared off brush. And go ahead and just place that exactly right on that line. And this is just going to give that more defined line exactly where you want it to be. Next brush I'm going to take is this tiny little fluffier, like pointed brush, and go ahead and take sandbar and kind of buff out the edges. Okay, so I just kind of built it up a little bit, and you can tell the sharp line right here. I kind of built up that line just to give that sharpness. And I'm going to go ahead and take Sure Thing and kind of buff that edges out real quick right there. Just to kind of not, so they're not so harsh, but you're not trying to go right where that line is of it, because you don't want to ruin your line. Alright, and then next I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush I used earlier to buff out all the edges. I'm going to go ahead and use sandbar. Next I'm going to go ahead and take my shape tape, and then it's also going to be on this angled flat brush. This is the shade Fair. I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. I usually just take a little bit of it from that, and then what I do is I put it right here, and then you just kind of look up and around and then you can kind of see that there's that little bit of line. I usually try to make it better than that, so I just add a little more, look around real good, and then it usually gives you that perfect line up at the above. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take my shape tape and bring it up and drag all that area. Kind of cover all that area. And then you're going to start and you're going to grab in from the corner. And I'm going to go ahead and start to define that whole line. Alright, and there's the beginning of it, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of it, and then I'll be right back with that, and we can go ahead and finish there. Okay, so when I did this end, I just want to show you guys how I did it. Kind of started here, and then I kind of dragged my skin and just swooped it up. And gave it that like lifted look. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and clean it up a little bit. I like to go ahead and get this stuff just because this stuff really gets work in it. This I usually do just to get rid of like the actual bigger parts and sections so you're not wasting your time so much. Just because it's a lot easier to go ahead and get rid of all this right here on your eyelid with this. Alright, and then once you get about that much off of there, you kind of want to just do Q-tips because you don't want to mess up the work you just did. It makes it a lot easier and makes your life a lot easier with everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it up off camera, and then I'll show you exactly what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and retouch up some things and kind of define the line a little bit more, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so once we got it all kind of cleaned up and pretty as lined up as we can with that, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the Morphe primer really quick. And then I'll be right back, and once I prime that lid again, I'll just go ahead and put the base over of the white and everything of the Morphe, and I will be right back. Alright, so I got the base on there and everything like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my fluffy brush again, and the lightest shade of the Morphe 35O again, and go ahead and put it right on the bottom there, and go ahead and get all that white kind of transition shade on the bottom there, just to kind of have it as a set, as a new base already from a set from the other one already that we set earlier. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and go in with the lightest shade on that Morphe palette again. And I use a smaller brush just to go ahead and get in detailed within the line and go ahead and try to sharpen up the line and kind of make the white at the beginning of that again. Sorry if you can't hear me, I'm like muffling. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this and go ahead and trying to get that line as sharp as I can with the white, and then we'll go ahead and go in with one of the darker shades again and go ahead and deepen up that line again. This is a technique that I like a lot because it makes the line really, really sharp. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and go back in with Shipwrecked from the Tarte palette. And this one we're just going to go ahead and start to define that line a little bit more, and then we'll work our way up from there. Okay, so once we have that line more defined exactly how we want it to be, we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and grab the shade that was above that one, which that one in this palette was the Sandbar. Correction. Sure Thing. So we're going to go ahead and take Sure Thing and go ahead and kind of use the same technique I just used, but I'm going to go ahead and buff it up to kind of buff out the lines. Okay, then next I'm going to go ahead and take Sandbar from the palette again. And this I'm going to go ahead and use to buff out that line, which then it just makes it all smooth transition upwards to my brow bone. Okay, so once we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and start on the bottom one. When we're going to start with the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and first, I'm going to go ahead and lay down tape because I love tape. I don't care if you, props to you if you can line it up perfectly after with concealer and everything, but there is no better line than this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on real quick and I'll be right back because I'm going to go ahead and kind of look in the mirror just to make sure I can line it up real good. And I'll be right back, and then once I have it lined up, we'll go ahead and get started with the next shade. Alright, so we are all set for the next shades. So the next shades that we're going to be using, first I'm going to be going ahead and taking Cavern, which is right over here. It's a little bit of a darker shimmery shade, so I'm going to go ahead and use my all-nighter setting spray, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on like an angled tiny brush, just because it'll make that precision line that we need. I'm going to go ahead and spray it. And with this one, I'm going to go ahead and just dab it on the line first and kind of drag it out to where I want the eyeliner to be like. So I'm going to go ahead and just do it like that so you can kind of see exactly where I dragged it out just to kind of give it that shape. And then I'm going to go to the very end of it. I'm going to go to the very end and kind of drag it up and kind of drag it into it to kind of give it that eyeliner look that we want. We're going to go ahead and, this is going to be a double cut crease. So we are going to go ahead and take that line and we're going to go ahead and go up and over. Just want to explain it before I do it because I don't want you guys to get lost in what I'm doing. I'm just going to go ahead and bring the line in, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill it in, and then we'll move on to the next shade. Okay, I just wanted to say, because since this is a review, so the matte ones you saw, they blended out really good. They blended out really smoothly, and even the shimmers aren't bad. You usually do have to spray Fix Plus on them or some kind of like setting spray really good on them, which I use the all-nighter, and the Fix Plus is really good. I heard I'm gonna go ahead and buy that soon and go ahead and do a tester on that and do a review. But so this one is actually really good with that, and the all-nighter one is really good. So if you were looking to get any kind of setting spray for that or kind of use it on that, this one is really good. So just so you know. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video right now, and I'll be right back once I finish this whole gold look and everything like that with that. And we'll move on to the inner corner cut crease part, and we'll move on to that color, and I'll be right back. So next we're actually gonna dive into Nude Beach, which is from the Tarte palette as well again. So that one we're gonna go ahead and use as the shimmer shade from the middle to the inner corner. And I'm going to use the same brush I just used, and I also used the Ulta brush cleaner and sponge cleaner, which if you're looking for an inexpensive one, that is really nice, and it is actually really perfect for it. So you just get a towel and go ahead and do it and clean it off, and it's really nice. So we'll go ahead and dive into that, and I'm going to use the All Nighter. Go ahead and do that setting spray again, and go ahead and spray it on there to go ahead and give it some impact and everything with that, and go ahead and just layer that on right in the middle. Okay, what I was doing there, if you saw that, I was going and grabbing it and I was kind of taking the product on the side of the brush and kind of just patting it on there just to go ahead and build it up to the cut where the cut crease is, just so it's easier for yourself so that it blends well really good at where the middle two shades are. And then also you can go ahead and start from your waterline and your lash line to go ahead and go up and build it from there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off camera, and then I'll be right back. And then after that, I'll kind of go ahead and show you the final look on that, and then we'll go ahead and finish the whole look together, and I'll go ahead and be right back after that. Alright, so here's a little bit of a sneak peek of the final look. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and go ahead and do my whole face and everything like that, and I will be right back after that, and I'll show you the guys the final review. Thank you. Alright, my king and queens, that is it for this video. I just did my full glam of everything else I do. If you want to know the routine of that, I can go ahead and do that for my next video. I can kind of do everything that I do. So we did everything like that. This is the final result. I am very happy with how it looks. Let me know how you guys think it looks, exactly what your thoughts are, process of it. If you thought it looked like it was easy, go ahead and try it, recreate it, go ahead and tag me, go ahead and let me know exactly what you did to do it. If you took a little bit of a different technique, let me know. I would love to learn a different technique of how to do that. I thought it was really fun to do this, and I loved doing it for you guys. This is my review for the Mermaid palette. I actually really love this palette. It blends really good. There are certain things that you need to be aware of just with when you buy it, if you ever wanted to get it. It is very nice and everything like that, though for the price, I don't think it's terrible for how many shades it comes with the shimmers and everything like that. So I'll go ahead and give you the last reveal of this. So this is the Mermaid palette. And so that was very nice with everything like that. So I just went and did a double cut crease with it, and it turned out really nice. So I love you all so much, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. Bye.